everyone, and welcome back to Around Our World in 80. We are doing our final day trip report for our November 2018 family vacation to Walt Disney World. It has taken a hot minute to get all of these days out, but I hope you guys have been enjoying them. We've seen that a lot of you guys have actually taken the time to watch our other ones, so thank you so much. And this is going to be a little bit shorter than all of the other trip reports because we actually only spent the morning in Walt Disney World, and we were traveling back home in the afternoon. So not a lot going on in the parks, but definitely a lot of really special things that we wanted to tell you guys about. So probably the number one thing we were looking forward to was we actually had breakfast at Ohana. And Ohana is one of our family favorite places to go eat. We've done dinner, we've done breakfast. The dinner's fabulous just by itself because it is endless meat. And then breakfast is also awesome. We love it because it's character dining, but it's not a buffet style. And so I always feel the pressure whenever I eat at a character breakfast and it's buffet style to time when I go to the buffet to not miss the characters. And at Ohana, you don't have to worry about that because they just bring the food to you. It's really great for my gluten allergy because they bring a separate skillet actually with gluten-free waffles and gluten-free potatoes and whatever. So the boys can have all the stuff that has gluten in it, and then my mom and I actually usually split the gluten-free one because there's no way I can eat all that by myself. You also have the guava juice, which is one of my favorite things in the whole entire world. And then this was a really exciting meal for us because we knew that we were going to be meeting two very special characters. One is the fact that we were going to meet Mickey Mouse, and two, we were going to meet Stitch. So Mickey Mouse obviously is a really big deal because he's the boss, and as everybody knows, it all started with a mouse. But my daughter's very, very, very favorite thing to watch is the Mickey Mouse cartoons. No matter what mood she's in, no matter if she's angry or happy or whatever, you put on the Mickey Mouse short cartoons and she's just in heaven and just enraptured with the cartoon. And so we didn't meet Mickey Mouse on Main Street or anywhere else because we knew that we were going to meet him here, and we were really excited about that, and she recognized him. So that to me was really, really cool. I wasn't expecting a huge reaction out of her because I was just hoping she wasn't going to be scared. But she recognized him, she pointed at him, she thought he was cool. That was pretty much very, very happy mama with a 1-year-old.
Are you at Ohana's this morning? Good morning. It's not, don't put it on there, shall we? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! He's so silly! Are you ready for a picture? Oh, picture time! Over here, Reagan! Reagan!
Yeah!
Reagan, over here!
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
And then the reason why Stitch is actually a important character in our family is because when Jared and I were even talking about having kids, we used to joke that kids were like little monsters. And we said this with love because I was a children's pastor. I love children, but sometimes, they can go all over the place. And so we used to joke that they were little monsters. And when we watched Stitch, we used to joke that taking care of children was just like taking care of Stitch. So when I told Jared that I was pregnant with Reagan, I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl at a time, but the way that I told him was I bought him a little Stitch Zoom Zoom, and I bought a little Stitch t-shirt.
It's a little
Stitch.
Stitch Zoom Zoom.
Yep. There should be a note in there.
in an itty bitty stitch shirt. I think I know where this is going. Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yay!
And then our little monster shirt. If we stretch this out enough, maybe I can wear it.
I would have bought you a Stitch shirt if I knew you wanted one.
So meeting Stitch for our family, while it was probably not a highlight for Reagan, she probably didn't know who he was. She had a huge smile on her face. She thought he looked cool, I guess, but it was a big moment for me and Jared. For her to finally meet Stitch was pretty awesome.
Look at Reagan.
Reagan!
You ready for a picture?
Okay, there we go. Reagan! Say again. Yay! Yeah!
Not to mention that the whole maraca shake thing when you like walk around the restaurant or whatever, Reagan didn't really know what was going on, but she liked holding on to the maraca. So there you go.
Hey, baby girl.
Once we had our fill at Ohana, we went back to our room and we packed everything up. After over a week, we had a lot of things to make sure that got packed, make sure all the drawers were empty, get everything out of the shower, all that kind of stuff. Finally, we eventually got it all put together and we went down to the lobby just for a little bit. And we finally saw the gingerbread house was complete. It wasn't open yet, but we had been watching it incrementally being built over the last few days. And so we went and looked and just said goodbye to the gingerbread house, said goodbye to the Floridian, said goodbye to the Christmas stuff. Who's that? Oh, there we go. Okay. It's a Reagan-sized chair. Not that I'll sit still long enough to enjoy it.
Okay, well, that was a nice try. TV. Boy, this is like not real kid friendly. Teaches them how to get on the subway or on the tram.
Here you go, baby girl.
I'm out of here. This is for babies.
Then we actually booked a minivan to the airport. Our family is not a fan of the fact that you have to show up 3 hours early to your flight in order to get on the Magical Express. And so we opted to, since there were 6 of us, to go ahead and get a minivan and ride to the hotel or to the airport in style. It was very, very nice. I think it was a Chevy Tahoe that transported us. There was like almost like the coffee table books like that you see. They had those in the back seats, so I actually flipped through an old Imagineering book that was fabulous and had some amazing sketches in it. We had a great driver. He was very courteous, very good conversationalist. I think that's the word. And just overall fantastic experience. I think it ended up being $150 to charter it, so definitely not the cheapest way to go. But it was very nice, and I appreciated the fact that we didn't have to show up for a 3-hour call to the bus. So all in all, that was our trip. I can be very cliche and say it had its ups and it had its downs, but honestly, the down parts of our trip had way less effect on the trip than the highs did. I had really high expectations going into this trip, and I wanted to do and see a lot, and I wanted to do and experience a lot with not only our family but with Reagan, and trying to do that and figure out how to travel with a kid who was 1, who took 2 naps a day. Like, there was a lot going on in this trip. But I was really, really thankful that for the most part, everything went pretty great. There were very few hiccups. Obviously, there's things that we would do differently in the future. But yeah, I could not have asked for a better trip. Our family was great. Our experiences were great. We got to see lots of wonderful things and have amazing experiences. And we're going to have memories that honestly last a really, really long time. It's been awesome doing this series because I've been able to relive this trip as I've been editing, and I've texted my family, you know, who took different videos of us, and just expressed my gratitude because I'm literally sitting there crying as I'm editing, watching some of these memories back. And what's amazing for our family is that we know that this is just the beginning. This is Reagan's very first trip, and if we have subsequent kids and, you know, subsequent trips, like, it's just gonna get even more and more and more special, and that makes us really darn excited. So I really appreciate you guys watching all of these. I appreciate you guys just hopefully enjoying them as much as we do. It's really fun to be able to share these things and share our tips, and hopefully help you guys to have a magical experience with your young ones that you can also look back on fondly and cry when you see the videos. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a very, very magical day, and we will see you guys real soon. Bye!